Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of RV Tips and Trips. So we had a Champion 4000 watt generator, which we only used on rare occasions because it was so loud. I hated using it when there were other campers around, and we sure could have used it this summer in a lot of places where it was quite hot. So I decided to get rid of it, and we got a new generator. We got an inverter generator, so they run a lot quieter. What I ended up picking up was the Predator 3500. That's 3500 peak watts and 3000 continuous watts. Now the nice thing about this is it is quiet. I mean, I'm standing right next to it and I'm talking to you at a normal volume, and you can hear me just fine, I'm sure. So this is much quieter than the Champion that I had, but it's also just about as quiet as the Honda or the Yamaha, because I think the Honda was 56 dB for their 3000 watt, and so this is 57 dB. That's at 20 feet. But the thing about the Honda is they're a couple $1,000. I paid $679 for this on sale at Harbor Freight. So, pretty good deal. I wasn't real thrilled about the warranty period. It's only 90 days. So what I did do is take an extended warranty on it for $129 for 2 years. It's a replacement warranty. So anything goes wrong with this, they replace the unit. So I like that. And I figured since we RV full time, that we're going to use it a lot, that would be money good, worth spending. So with the 2-year replacement warranty and that, so it would come in around $800, still way cheaper than the Honda. So, and like I said, guaranteed to run for at least the next 2 years. We're going to put a lot of hours on it. I know that. So it runs real quiet. The only drawbacks with it is that it doesn't have a fuel gauge, but you know what, on my Champion the fuel gauge didn't work on that anyway, so when it was full it showed half full, so that was kind of a waste. So I just gauge it by time. That's no big deal. And doesn't have an RV plug on the front. It has a twist lock, so but they give you an adapter in the accessories to go from the twist lock to the RV 30 amp plug. So that, I mean, that works fine. Alright, so at this point I have a little over 60 hours on the generator, and it's worked flawlessly. I did change the oil around 35 hours. The manufacturer says that the first 30 hours is the break-in period, so to not exceed 75% of the inverter output. So we just, you know, we kept it around 1500, 1600 watts, and would go past that for the first 30 hours. And I changed the oil. Changing the oil was easy enough to do. Real simple. And like I said, it's got electric start, which I like a lot. So I have never even used the pull cord I just push the button, she starts, and I call it good. So, like I said, it's worked flawlessly for well over 60 hours. It runs all day long, and then at night until we go to bed, and then I shut it down. So it's been real good. I like it a lot, and like I say, you can't beat it for the money. So it is more compact, as you can see. It is more compact than the Champion was, which when we put it in the truck, that's important because the truck is jam-packed full of stuff. So the physical size of this is smaller. It does weigh 100 pounds, just under 100 pounds. Dry weight I think was 96 pounds. So it can be lifted into the truck. So it's not as heavy as the 4,000 watt generator was. So I can actually pick it up, and if Kathy helps me, we can just lift it up into the truck without a problem. I was using ramps with the other one to get it in and out of the truck, which was a pain in the neck, and that was another reason why I didn't like to use it too often. Getting it out of the truck was not an easy task. And here's the other thing too, the Honda, besides for them running around $2 grand, do not come with wheels on it. They sell you a wheel kit for around $100. So that's so that brings it up to $2,100. The Predator comes with casters already on it, and there's a lock for the one caster so it doesn't roll away on you. And it runs smooth. Now I've seen other reviews where they're saying that it sounds like they're starving for air, and they tell you to make perforations in here to vent. I don't think that's necessary. This has been running smooth. It has not been starving for air. Not that I can tell. So it's running pretty consistent. So I wouldn't recommend making air vent holes and altering the design. It was designed to draw air in from underneath and not through the oil door. So I wouldn't do that. I would think it would void your warranties as well. So don't do that. I don't recommend it. Like I said, it does not sound like it's starving for air to me, not at all. Trying to tell you what else about it. So we're just putting it through the paces at this point. It has not stalled out at all, just keeps on running. So I said we got a little over 60 hours on it. Do have one oil change. Next oil change is at 100 hours, and then it's going to be 100 hours every 100 hours after that. All right, let's go ahead and fire it up. Normally I would put it to start, which is choke, but the engine's already warm, so we're just going to go to run. Quick push and it runs. Display shows the voltage at 124 volts. Press this button here, shows you the amp draw. Right now there's nothing connected. It says VA, which stands for volt amps, which is watts. Total running time, 34 hours. And then running time this session. So I just fired up, so it shows 0, there goes 1 minute. So as you can see, I mean, if we back away from this, I'm at the door of the RV now. It's very quiet. Big improvement over the other generator. I felt bad about using the other generator when people were around, so I tended not to use it. With this being so quiet, it's rated at 57 dB. I'm sure that's with no load. 57 dB at about 20 feet away. So 60 dB is a normal conversation, and for every 10 dB you go up, you double the volume. So that's quiet. That really is quiet. Hard to really impress that on you on a video. But here I am talking to you, and I'm standing right next to it, and I'm sure you can hear me just fine. So okay, the Predator does come with a oil funnel, and then this little bag of tools. So this is a spark plug wrench, and that goes in there with that. So you can undo a spark plug. Comes with a screwdriver, and this is a cable. This plugs into the front of the Predator, and then these clip to a battery, so you can charge a 12-volt battery. Not a real heavy cable, so a light charge, and that's it for that. But this can be real handy, charging a 12-volt battery with it. Just plugs right into the front. So like I said, I'm standing right next to it, and it's really pretty darn quiet, so I wouldn't feel bad about using this in a crowded campground. Not a problem. So it's been running real reliable, as you saw, for 62 hours so far. I did change the oil at about 35 hours, which is the recommendation. It did come out dark, but that 30 hours is the break-in time. So during the first 30 hours, they ask that you don't go more than 75% of the power capabilities of it. And then after 30 hours, then you can ramp it up to the 100%. So this way, it gives it time for the components to break in. Has been running without a hitch. I mean, it just purrs like a kitten. Haven't had any issues. On average, I get about 8.5 hours out of a tank with running the air conditioning in that. So a little more than half load. 8.5 hours is not bad. On a real light load, it'll run 10 to 11 hours. So in the winter months, when we're not using the air conditioner, she'll run 10, 11 hours without a problem. So far, I like it a lot. In the future, I'll do an update on it, but so far it sounds good. Runs well, powers everything that I need it to. If we need to use the microwave, we do have to kill the air conditioner while we run the microwave, because that microwave runs 1300 watts by itself. Otherwise, no issues. We can run the air conditioner and our K-Rig coffee machine without a problem simultaneously. So I like it. So I highly recommend it. Like I said before, I had a noisy generator, the Champion 4000 watt, and that was, I felt bad about using it when there were other campers around, so I tended not to use it much. But this one, I'm going to use it a lot. We're going to use the heck out of it, actually, so we'll get our money's worth out of it. Alright, meanwhile, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up and share. And if you haven't done so yet, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button right down over here. Alright, until next time, happy camping.